So I had one of those light bulb moments the other day when I realized that students across the nation have now been homeschooled, because my home is my school. But then I realized, since I've never officially been homeschooled, distance learning might not actually be like homeschooling. So I decided to talk to a couple of people who have been homeschooled to ask them not only how this experience is different than homeschooling, but also to give me a better understanding of why a person would choose to be homeschooled.
I wasn't doing very well academically and I didn't know how to ask for help, so instead I would, hide in the bathroom and do these things that weren't good, mechanisms for doing well in school.
I was a competitive athlete and I got a really bad injury and I was in the hospital for 3 months. It was a traumatic experience and that kind of came out where I couldn't sleep anymore. So I was okay, I need to do something different because I'm miserable, I'm exhausted all the time.
I knew what I wanted to do, which was filmmaking, and I had to take 7 other classes that took away from what I actually wanted to do. And I felt like it was wasting my time.
I was trying to balance acting and classical ballet, and that's just very difficult in a normal school.
I was able to spend a couple of months working in a lab in Spain, in a hospital, kind of doing PCRs, and the main thing we did was extract red and white blood cells from DNA. I definitely got to get a deeper understanding of biology and figure out that that's what I love and what I want to do.
As someone who is aspiring to be a screenwriter, I think that it's given me a very different perspective, and I think I'm much more of an observant person because I was around different groups of people and different ages.
It teaches you a lot of independence, right? And that if something's gonna get done, you have to do it.
I honestly think if I wasn't homeschooled, I wouldn't have the motivation to put as much work as I am putting in now.
I don't think I missed out on anything homeschooling.
You could say that I miss football, right? The team aspect. But then I joined rowing and I had the team aspect again.
I missed out on certain things, but not to the point where I would want to stop being homeschooled.
I missed really pivotal social years.
I never had the opportunity to have that kind of, high school social life.
I would say that the main difference is that this has grades, whereas my homeschooling experience, I didn't really report to a larger organization that took track of my grades, so there was kind of less penalty for not doing something right.
I didn't have set lecture times. I didn't have 9 a.m. bio or 11 a.m. chem. It wasn't like that. It was more just here's the lecture, do it at your own pace, at your own time.
At my homeschooling program, we didn't have Zoom classes, where you could phone in on the lecture, ask your professor questions to get help right away.
It's different from actual homeschooling though, because I have so many friends that are in my same classes, so I can talk to them about it.
I think I would.
I would recommend homeschooling.
I would recommend homeschooling.
I would recommend homeschooling.
I highly recommend it.
It's really just school, but molded to your personal mind and wants.
But there are some skills that you really need, honestly, in order to be homeschooled. I think you need a lot of self-motivation.
If you don't have a good work ethic or a good support system, it's impossible to do.
I feel you should only be homeschooled if you have a certain reason.
Homeschooling really is for when you have something else going on in your life that's bigger and more important than school, and when you need to focus on that, that's why you homeschool.
But it can be really liberating if you know what you want to do, right? Because it really allows you to dive that much deeper into a subject you like.
Homeschooling is awesome. I love it.
So it seems like every person's homeschooling experience is unique. But the bottom line is if regular school is just not doing it for you, homeschooling has got your back. Dad, I'm trying to film.